Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to show you exactly how I style my hair. I got a ton of requests when I posted this picture right over here, and it was when my haircut was more fresh than it is now. It's grown out just a little bit. It's hard to tell because I have dark hair, but there's very choppy like layers in here and kind of waves and beachy, and it's just like one of my favorite hairstyles, really my go-to hairstyle when I have second day old hair or third day old hair even, because it just looks so fresh. I'm going to show you exactly how I prep my hair, how I wand it, and how I style it. So if you want to see more details on how I do it, then keep watching. This is second day old hair. Yeah, I showered yesterday. I didn't put any product in it, which I usually do because my hair is very thin and light and baby-like. So anyways, right here is where I usually tend to get oily. So I'm just going to put some dry shampoo in because I need that to like be really gritty and good. So the one that I actually just bought recently is the Salon Graphix Professional Brown Dry Shampoo. This is like a really old school hairspray brand, but they just recently came out with dry shampoos, and they sell this at Ulta. So I'm just kind of taking it in the parts of my hair, which is where it's just get oily like right away. And it does have a brown tint to it, so I think they have like a bunch of different like tints available. And in the meantime, I'm using this dry styling hair protect spray. A girlfriend gave this to me, so I think she got it in a BoxyCharm or something, I don't know exactly, but it's a hair protectant. I don't use this all the time, but lately I just remembered that I had this, so I'm gonna try just spray it. It's like really cool, it's very light. And it smells like lemon. I'll let that simmer in my hair for a few minutes. I also have to like massage the tops just because the dry shampoo every once in a while I can get a little too close, so you just don't want it to be that weird cast, because I had a tutorial where my hair had like a brown cast in my scalp, and it was because I didn't shake it and work it into my hairline. Okay, so this is pretty much what my hair looks like usually. Every once in a while I'll style it straight, and the next day is when I'll do it curly. I like to do that as much as possible so that I just don't wash my hair as much. Really, I'm taking half of my hair up. This is really similar to another tutorial that I had, which featured my hair. It was a little bit longer than this, but it was more like a wave, like curl, that I used with a straightener. And I really liked the way that turned out, but honestly this is really similar to it. I'm going to use these two heating. Neither of them are name brand. This one I got from Marshall's, this one I got from Costco. But first I'm going to do the bottom of my hair. I literally just take the very bottom and the ends and I straighten them stick straight. The reason I do this is because I find that it just makes your curls look really crisp and clean, and it looks more tousled as opposed to just letting it kind of stay curly. So I always do that before I take a wand to it. And with the bottom layers, because you can't really see them, I'm just gonna do the like that S kind of curl. Literally like don't really do that much with this unless it shows. But I take like the top part of it. I do one of these, and one of these. And it kind of creates like a bend. I'm gonna do out, in, out. And then if this part like tends to look too curly in, you can just always straighten it out like that. Alright, I'm going to do the rest of that all over the bottom part. Alright, the bottom is now perfect. So what I usually do is I'll spray with just like the freezing spray that they come with, the Salon Graphix. I don't use any high-end anything on my hair. So I just do a little coat of that, and then what I'll do is I'll clip this back because I don't like when I can't figure out what layers I'm working with. And then I'll work on my next layer. So again, you're going to do the bottoms nice and straight. And you really just need the bottoms because the tops, I mean, assuming you have straight hair, and if you have curly hair, you'd have to do a little bit more work with it, but I like to just do the bottoms. If you want it like all your hair to be like styled this way, just do the curls the same direction. I like for my hair to be bigger, so for this particular layer I'm going to do it this way because the next one I'm going to do that way, and then the one following I'm going to alternate. So it's going to create more volume and more like not so uniform of a look. So I'm going to curl, whoops, I'm going to curl this going inwards, and when you have shorter hair it's trickier, but leave the very end like this much out of the curling iron so that it doesn't, so that you don't have it like curly Suze. And then I like to pull a little bit. And again, I have some of this like out, and then pull. I'm going to do the same thing on the rest of this section. Alright, I'm gonna spray those. I have like no hair, you guys. I'm gonna just spray that and then unhook the bottom and then put that all together. I'm gonna take a little bit of the top, because the top is the most important. I think it's the one that looks the most stylish and styled and pretty. So I'm just gonna take like pretty much like if you were to do a little top knot. And if you remember, this is the part where I'm gonna do it all outwards this way. If you have a choppy hairstyle, this technique with straightening the ends really accentuates that choppiness. Alright, so now this is the top part, and I like to part mine in the middle when I do the style. Every once in a while I'll do it on the side, and I think it gives it a really like romantic look. But for today, I ain't trying to be romantic. I'm just gonna curl them all outwards. The reason I do these separately is because I just think that like these are the ones that really frame the face and make everything look perfect and good. So I like save these for the very end to really be strategic about how they look and how they end up. And then with this part, I usually just kind of like drag it down so it's a little bit smoother. I do have like these baby hairs that are here, so I try to gather them as much as I can. They kind of ruin my life sometimes and like get in the way of the look, but I try to embrace it. Seal back. Alright, I'm going to spray it one more time. And then I'm going to let these bits go. I'm going to give myself just a few minutes, not too long, to let all of this dry. But for now, I look like a curly Sue, and that's not the look that I'm going for. So just give me a minute. Alright, now that everything's nice and cool, I usually just run my fingers through the top layers. And then what I usually do, that, like, for the most part, that's pretty much what I do. Because that can kind of, like, my hair's pretty thin, so my fingers do the trick. But in the back, I like to brush it out, and underneath, I like to brush it out because it gives it a little bit more fluff. I don't need it to be defined under there. Alright guys, I'm all set here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.